Hello guys, I'm Salish Chala. Today I will explain size exclusion chromatography. Here I will explain all things about the size exclusion chromatography. Height of the peaks tell you about how much protein it is. It is generally determines the protein, amino acids, lipids, etc. And illusion time volumes tells you about the how big the proteins are. Here I have described over the full pictures. Now next. Gel permeation and gel filtration chromatography techniques applicable to separation of high molecular weights species like amino acids, lipids, etc. Rapid determination of the molecular weight of or molecular weight distribution of larger polymer or natural products. Solute and solvent molecules can diffuse into pores, trapped and removed from flow of the mobile phase. Okay. Specified pore sizes average residence time in the pores depends on the effective size of analyte molecules. What are the analyte molecules effective size? It depends on it. Larger molecules, smaller molecules and intermediate molecules. It will depends on the elution times uh, of the peaks. When will it will depends all about the molecule size. Okay. uh, Size exclusion chromatography column packing is small. If it is small, then it is equivalent to 10 micrometer silica or polymer particles containing a network of uniform pores. Two types, diameter of 5 to 10 microns, polymer beds and silica based particles. This will it will be like this. Then advantages of size exclusion chromatography is short and well-defined separation times, narrow bands, good sensitivity, freedom from sample loss, solutes do not interact with the stationary phase, absence of column deactivation brought about by interaction of solute with the packing, and disadvantages is only limited number of brand bands can be accommodated because the time scale of the chromatograph is small. Its time scale is small. It is concentrated, it is very much small. So very limited bands can be accommodated. Bands means lambda max, whatever the limited bands we can apply it over here. It's limited. Okay. In applicability to a sample of similar size such as isomer L as dextrolivo or isomers, it's inapplicable. At least 10% difference in molecular weight is required for the reasonable resolution. At least 10% molecular weight means if it's 100, then it is 110, it is 90. That's why that's all molecular weights is required for peak elution. Okay. This like this, the CH3 CH2 ends, WH is like this. And application of size exclusion chromatography, this is the fatty acids column is polystyrene base 7.5 into 600 nanometer with exclusion limit of 1 into 10^3 mobile phase is tetrahydrofuran, and flow rate 1.2 ml per minute. Detector is refracting index, RI indicator, and analysis of commercial epoxy resins. Number of monomeric unit in polymer, and column is porous silica 6.2 into 250 mm. Mobile phase is tetrahydrofuran, flow rate 1.3 ml per minute, and detector is UV absorption. Instrument requires is mobile phase reservoir, pump, injector, column, detector, and data system. That all will be required in this type of instrument. This is the column that we can see here. It is mobile phase, it is loop, it is detector, interface, and data system. All will be here, and the injection will be this is the injection valve, and you can inject the sample from here. It is the pump, and their pressure can be adjusted. And this is the column that we have to inject with the pump and detector. Okay. mobile phase reservoir, that is the glass or stainless steel reservoir, removal of dissolved gas by degasser and vacuum pumping system, heating, stirring of solvents and spacing, and vacuum filtration is was done. Sample injection systems for injecting the solvent through the column, minimize possible flow disturbances, limiting factors in precision of limit liquid chromatographic measurement. Volume must be small. It will be injected like this, and it is a sampling loop. Okay, this is all this about loops, that is here it is a sampling loop, and we can inject it like from here the sample injections was injected, and it is gone to the loop. Detector mostly optical, equipped with the flow cell focus light beam at the gauges center for maximum energy transmission. Cell ensures that separated bands do not widen. Okay, detector mostly we are use RI indicators, UV indicators, all indexes we can use here. Some properties of detectors is adequate sensitivity, stability and reproducibility, wide linear dynamic range, and short response time, minimum volume for reducing zone broadening. More properties of detectors: high reliability and ease of use, similarity in response toward all analytes, selective response toward one or more classes of analytes, and no destructive. That the data system is for better accuracy and precision. We can do the validation type of activity by the data systems. We can perform all the systems in a well defined route analysis, pre-program and computer integrations. Data station computer needed for higher control levels. Add automation options, complex data becomes more feasible, and software safeguard prevents misuse of data systems. So that data system is very much important in any type of chromatography, that we can load any of the data by creating the gradient illusion or isocratic illusion of any type of if you want to separate one compounds from another, that if it is the peak level is here like this, that we can say that we can integrate this type of peak, and we can see the retention time and all things by the data system. That's why data system is very much important in any type of chromatographic systems. Thank you, that's all for today, and I will be available. If you have any questions, then you can put it down in the comment section. Please like, share and subscribe my channel. Okay, thank you.